I have no idea what's happening.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
Uh-oh.
Are you well?
You had a weird dream?
I had a strange dream.
Phew. You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire. How could you deceive us?
I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I feel like if we went to Virga Island, we'd probably be safe.
I know. We'll head to my home, and the prince's refuge, the Eldan Sanctum.
$513? There's no way there are 500 other people that are more thought of to be king than me. Persona 5 moment. Our popularity, like, goes really far down, and then it's gonna, like, max out at the end of the game.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it. Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king, then.
Edeni is here?
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
Batlin, my man.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
I wish that Batlin was a follower. Batlin, however you say his name. Oh, come on, man. There's no way that there are 1,000 different people that are higher ranked than me.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course to the ancient Eldan Sanctum. We're gonna have to beat up Zorba. Don't lose hope, Rogue. I'm really, really interested to see where this whole Elda-human connection goes. It's so obvious in hindsight, but I just never thought of it.
Then it was a departure. They board the gauntlet runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince. No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too. Luis's final words trouble me.
We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth.
The people who played Persona 4?
Eldan Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the ride here did him some good.
Time to master my evil human transformation so I can use it to go Godzilla mode on Luis next time.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
To be fair, I turned into a giant 20-foot-tall shadow monster. I became a Heartless, so... Like, if you just, for a couple of seconds, was like, oh man, this is a little, like, groundbreaking, I can feel that.
I don't blame you. It certainly caught me by surprise.
And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. But I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
What's the gameplay in this game most similar to? The turn-based combat, like the actual like combat gameplay, is most similar to SMT5. At least in my experience. It might be more similar to another SMT game, but 5 is the only SMT game I played. The overarching gameplay, as in like what you do outside of combat with like using your time, there's a calendar cycle, overall storyline, stuff like that, it's more similar to Persona. I'm worried about the prince. His life is in our hands. He believes in a world where people can make their own future, just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become a reality. There's gotta be some kind of twist going on with the prince. I don't know exactly what that twist is gonna be, but I am looking forward to seeing it. Juna's maxed out.
Let's
All right.
hurry.
I didn't mean to press triangle, I meant to press this.
What now?
Yeah, let's have Juna take a breather, and we'll put in Heisme. I haven't had Heisme in a hot minute. Get Heisme in here, why not? All right, team, let's go. Find the prince. This game has really been on your radar. I would recommend it. I'd very much recommend it.
Huh? This looks like...
Who are you?
Are you all right?
Did they establish me having amnesia at the start of the game and I just forgot? I didn't feel like us having amnesia was a thing we knew about. But also, like, Atlus, come on, literally just once. Just once make a plot line that isn't amnesia-focused. My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Walking through a forest setting like this with a full... Oh, there's Zorba.
So here you are at last.
What do you mean, shaded person, Atlus? Did you think we forgot who Zorba was? It should just say Zorba. Is Xenoblade Chronicles your favorite game ever, or Xillia? Tales of Xillia is my favorite video game of all time. To this day. Has not changed. Ever since I first played it. Ruh-roh.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
How's the very start of the game? Is it the usual Persona where there's like a 5-hour intro? 5 hours? I don't know about 5 hours. It has your standard JRPG, like, yeah, there's a lot of... You've got a good amount of, like, setting up the game, teaching you the mechanics through tutorials, setting up the story with a lot of cutscenes and stuff. I don't think it was as much as, like, Persona 5, though, but I also don't remember. I didn't time it when I was playing the game, so I can't give you, like, an exact number.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of Kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Eldan people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
"'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alsace? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
Look at the way Heismay walks.
What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
What do you mean, likely a stab in the back? Do you see the giant slash mark with, like, blood coming out of it on his back? Yeah, likely a stab in the back. What made you think that, Heismay? Well, you see, there's this giant cut in his back. So most likely.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
I love seeing Neris in the background. Look at him. I just love Neris's character design.
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
I need to get to the cave. This Magla that I'm sensing, I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. All right, yeah, I'm on it. Oh, look at all these other fairies. Hello? A fairy. I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. Yeah, all right, whatever. We don't really have time to talk with the fairies anyway. We need to get to the prince, presumably. Hello. It's a fairly old Ujif man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Hmm? I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas, Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words.
Russell, we're in a bit of a rush!
It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure, came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
If only they had had a portrait of Luis that they could have put in between them and Zorba, then they would have been safe, dude.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
Is Zorba gonna necromance the prince back to life, turn him into a human, and then we're gonna fight him?
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
What do you mean, we've? I thought you were the only survivor. Shouldn't it be I've laid him in the prayer room?
You're coming, aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Yeah, let's use the Rennie Rebirth from Naruto. Anyone got a Renegon lying around? Yufa, you've got 3 eyes.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as Cinderella said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored.
Shouldn't Russell already know who we are? Weren't we here with Gallica, like with the prince before... Wait a minute, what?
Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
The Highness underwent mitosis and split into 2, and I am the other offspring of the original prince who underwent mitosis. Is it considered offspring when you go through mitosis and make yourself into 2 people?
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
If I make enough guesses about what's going to happen in the story, by the law of statistics, one of them has to be at least close to right. Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest. So, like, I understand that it's, like, the right thing to do or whatever, but do we have time for that? Yo, Basilio, my man.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
That shovel is huge, bro! Did you see how big the end of that shovel was?
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'm a little worried too. I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. Prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves. Dude, Zorba's gonna
It's nearly time.
Oh. It's nearly time for me to re-merge with the prince? We're gonna, like, put on our Patara earrings? This voice. I find it hard to believe that Zorba killed a bunch of people and then didn't take their bodies to use in his necromancy.
Long have I waited.
Have you waited? Who's the lady with the voice? Also, I was lied to? Russell, I thought you said you were the only survivor. Maybe he meant he was the only combatant survivor.
Hey, you.
You associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince. It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now they get a closer look at you. Are you Elda? I had heard that the prince was the only Elda within the resistance.
Beg pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the Sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda? Okay, so there's some Elda who aren't associated with the resistance part. I'm hurrying.
The time has come.
These resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess they came out sounding a little cold, you think? Suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Yajif to handle all on his own. Okay, so all the people here aren't resistant members. There are also just people who are Elda who are trying to survive.
What?
Right past this door here is the living quarters. Lady Grade made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstance. You heard me. Hurry along now. All right.
All was for this day. There is still time.
What is happening? Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you had gone off to. Thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others, they're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time. You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird. Huh? You trying to be a person? You're strange now. Aye. So fairies, like, don't consider themselves people. They consider fairies wholly separate.
Hello there.
Prayer room is located further in. At the moment, it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. Don't worry, I'm good. All right, this is when we get the Master Sword, right? The prince is just ahead. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. Hey, guys. How's everyone doing? The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. Hardly a resistance now. Something in my throat there.
Hey.
Russell, the princes. Oh, Highness, for you to forfeit your life in order to save ours, it can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Oh, there he is, laying on the floor there. Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went right back to sleep. You've got it wrong, he's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together. Do fairies not understand what death is? Do fairies not die?
Come off it.
I've heard that the Elder are considered a sullied tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs. That child is royalty, yet his life has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I have experienced. To think that there are those who would see such a child as no more than prey to be slain. To look upon a mere boy such as he and revile him, their souls are truly cursed.